What's going on with all my money motivated stars? And I'm gonna make this video quick, short, and simple. Cause I've been reading a lot of videos and comments about Rich Homie Quan's death, because we already know that they put out that he had an overdose. You know what I mean? The whole situation seems strange when it come down to it. When DJ Academics was reading the post, but I ain't finna get into it like that. But the people in the comment section, I'm just finna tie Rich Homie Quan's death to the world we living in and the government. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, we blame a lot of people for making choices, but we gotta understand the reason why some people made certain choices. You know what I mean? Because I seen people in the comment section taking up Rich Homie Quan, because fans gonna support who they was once a fan of, and probably still a fan of, but he still still can listen to his music or whatever. But they was basically saying in the comment section, it seems like foul play. Other people was like, nah, he's just a dope fiend. And it was like a comment section that, it was piling up on him, talking about he a dope fiend. He just was a junkie, bro. Get over it. You know what I mean? Your favorite rapper was a junkie. Like I said, a lot of these people have hate for these rappers because, you know what I mean, the unfortunate situations that they in. But you got to work on that. But when it comes down to it, how I'm tying Rich Homie Quan situation to the government situation, because it's a lot of Rich Homie Quans out there. But people always want to blame the so-called dope fiends for being dope fiends. But when it comes to this election and all that, the government is the one shipping out this dope, is making the dope. You know what I mean? For people to be dope fiends. And here we have the Shade Room, because they compromised too. You know what I mean? They constantly posting this election. They didn't post like they last 20 posts was about Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And we want to vote for either one of these people and thinking that a change is going to happen. It's a lot of reasons I gave my last video why people shouldn't even vote. You know what I mean? Because like nothing is going to change. And if these people, these politicians, whether it's Donald Trump or Kamala, I don't like either one of them. I don't like no politician when it comes to the, running for president. They all related. But when it comes down to other reasons, these are the same people who are going to still issue out these governmental drugs, these experimental drugs, this fentanyl. Who you think made fentanyl? People get mad at other people for overdosing on fentanyl and all that. But who's making the fentanyl? Your government, these people, that you're trying to put in position to run to govern your life. They're not gonna put a ban on fentanyl. They're not gonna put a ban on Percocets or any type of opioid, because they want drug fiends out there. So how can you judge somebody for being a drug fiend when the same people that you're voting for are passing laws for this to be permitted onto our streets? My first drug I ever took was literally from a hospital. You know what I mean? So people don't really understand it. A lot of people try to bash the drug users and the alcoholics and the cigarette smokers. You know what I mean? But who's allowing this stuff to get put in the stores? If we had any president that cared about you, that would have been the president to shut down liquor stores. Because liquor caused so many deaths, and it caused so many people to kill and be in a depressed mood and to act out on anger on stuff they wouldn't even do if they were sober. But yeah, we still casting our vote. You know what I'm saying? We still putting out a vote. So I want to vote for this person. This person is not doing anything for your benefit. Because if any president got in office, if I was to be president, the first thing I would do would be banning cigarettes and banning liquor. I just killed two birds with one stone. Because like I said, I know people get aggravated out that liquor, and a lot of people like to do harm to people. You know what I mean? Some people can be chill off liquor, but that's not everybody. It's gonna save from a lot of drunk driving. You know what I mean? It's gonna save from a lot of that. Cigarettes gonna save from a lot of people dying from lung cancer. You see what I'm saying? But we still want to cast our vote and like Kamala is the best choice and all that. Like when this black woman get in office, she not gonna do those two simple things I just named. You know what I mean? And then as soon as she get in office And if she was to get in the office and she don't do shit, they gonna be like, well, she black, she couldn't do that. They're gonna get the same excuse to Kamala, just like they gave to Barack Obama. Well, he was a black man. They won't gonna let him do all that. But Trump get in the office, a white man get in the office, they gonna be like, oh, well, he could have did that. I'm talking for the black people. You know what I'm saying? This is all the black people gonna say who put their energy towards this. You know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of my people, we don't put our energy towards this. A lot of us ain't even finna go vote because we know these people don't have our best interest. Even when you watching, if you really conscious, when you watching these debates that they having, these people be, Kamala and Donald Trump, they be smirking at each other. The folks are in on this together. Like, but you gotta be conscious to know things like this, man. These folks is playing with you. They playing like if you and your cousin was on stage doing a spelling bee, you gonna be looking at your cousin like, well, you know what I'm saying? That's how just pay attention to like a lot of people can't read body language, so they don't know when people are really the best of friends. You know what I'm saying? Just having a rebuttal or having a debate, you can tell that Kamala and I would say Dennis Rodman, Donald Trump are friends. They in the cahoots with each other. Like I said, it's two wings on the same plane. That's what it is, man. That's why when they get in office, they're not gonna even stop the little things like that. They're not gonna even do the things that the small, simple things that they can do to change the world. They're not gonna stop putting all these processed foods and start implementing the foods that they sell out the country. Because like I said, out the country, they got Fruit Loops and things like that of that sort, but it's a much healthier variety that comes with the food outside the country. They're not gonna put that in the US. You know what I mean? They're still gonna make our cereal with a lot of poisonous chemicals. Like I said, it's a lot of our food that's banned in other countries. They're not gonna do stuff like that. You know what I mean? They're not gonna implement nothing like that. They is not for the benefit of the population, man. They is not for the benefit. Those people gotta understand, man. Like I said, with those two little things, they can save a lot of lives. You know what I mean? Just banning cigarettes. I ain't know this is the most craziest. United States is the most craziest place you can ever go to, where they'll sell you some cigarettes that cause cancer and make commercials telling you not to smoke them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lunatic behavior. You know what I mean? It's like me sitting outside, setting up a lemonade stand, selling people lemonade, then I allow a commercial to get made about my lemonade and saying it's killing people. Don't buy it. You know what I mean? It's like the cigarette people ain't trying to sue the people who making these commercials. No, they not trying to sue them because they are in cahoots. You know what I mean? Because if they would have sued those people, the commercial would have been stopped being made, or either the cigarettes would have stopped being made. But since both products are being made, since the cigarettes are being made and the commercials are still being made, it must tell you that these people are in cahoots. They just want to tell you that it causes cancer and tell you to stop smoking them in the commercial, but they know people gonna still smoke them because they still being produced at a mass rate. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Like, people gotta understand what's going on in this world, man. Like, how is this even happening? You know what I mean? This the only place where they tell you they killing you. You know what I'm saying? But it's all up to you. You only live once, YOLO. Just like this is the only place where they'll tell you, go take Zoloft. It may come with some symptoms, and if you have a loved one that died from this, you may be receiving compensation. May cause irritable IBS, may cause bloating, may cause headaches, seizures. They had a commercial like that where they say it cause seizures, but they still promoting the product. They just letting you know it may kill you in the process of trying to heal whatever you're trying to heal. It may not actually heal it, but it may actually kill you. But we still got it for you. You know what I'm saying? They would sound like the same people that invented fentanyl. Because fentanyl has a purpose, right? But it leaked out into the streets. But too much of it may kill you, right? Sounds like the same people. It's not people ain't putting a correlation together though. But you still want to go cast your vote and take your vote to somebody who's not even going to change it. The last couple years, We done had, over the decades, we done had different presidents, and none of them changed and stopped and said, we need to stop making opioids. We need to ban cigarettes. There is nothing healthy about a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing healthy about liquor. I don't care if they talking about wine healthy. Wait, this shit ain't healthy. They lying to you about that too. It's not as bad as the liquor, you know what I mean? But it still intoxifies the body. You know what I'm saying? Intoxicates the body. You still drinking toxins. You feel what I'm saying? So until we get a president in office that says I'm finna ban cigarettes or stop liquor or stop the mass production of opioids, then you know what I'm saying? Who's on your side? Well, people gotta understand, man. Y'all ain't blaming Rich Homie Quan for being the thing. Yes, we grown. Yes, we make our own decisions. But when it comes down to it, if you just fell victim to what the people who's running this matrix, if you fell victim to what they giving you, then what it is, like I said, on every scale, everybody in America is a drug addict. Because everybody in America is hooked on sugar, and that's a drug. They just won't tell you it's a drug. You are dope fiends too. So why are you trying to judge a dope fiend? Like, a lot of people OD off food with all these chemicals in it. That's no different from drugs. It releases dopamine in your brain. It stimulates you just like sex sometimes. It stimulates you just like a drug sometimes, depending on how much you eat. That's why people are obese. You have to be a dope fiend to be obese, because you're constantly eating food and you know you're unhealthy and you barely can move around in your own body. But this food is so good and it's stimulating your brain so much, like a drug. It's stimulating your brain so much that you became excessive in your anatomy, your body. It's exploding. It's expanding so much like a rubber band. But your human body is just so smart that it can withstand a lot of that poison that you put in your body. Your body can expand or it can shrink. That's the superpower to me. You know what I mean? The fact that your body, people can be actually 400 to 500 pounds, carrying all that toxicity with them and still be able to function and think and talk. Or somebody can shrivel up so small and still be able to function and talk. It's about what you put in your vessel, you know what I mean? So think before you try to judge a drug addict or somebody who smoke, you know what I mean? Or somebody who drink a lot of alcohol, you know what I mean? Just think. Because when we break it down to the science, everybody's a drug addict in America. Too much sugar. Too much Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? There's a lot of this shit going on, man. Too much sweet potato pie. Tons of sugar. That is a drug. Like I said, we're gonna have to go back to the old study where they said the mice that they gave the cocaine to and the mice that they gave the sugar to, they was more addicted to the sugar than they was the cocaine. That's a drug. So, like, you know what I'm saying? There's no escaping being in the matrix and not being addicted to something. Or not being a fiend. You are a food fiend. That's why people, when they call themselves a foodie, you might well say you're a druggie. You know what I mean? A lot of people gonna start try to rationalize it in their head. I'm eating food. I ain't nothing to do with no drugs and all that, because you want to rationalize it. That's why you can overeat. You can overeat it because it's stimulating you so much and you want more and more of their food. As soon as you eat that again full, you wait till your stomach settle, you know what I'm saying, so you can get hungry again and go finish off the leftovers. Because if this food wasn't addictive, would nobody in the world be obese? Because we would eat at our limitations. But you have no limitations when sugar is involved, because sugar makes you more hungrier. Just do the studies on sugar. There's plenty of documentaries on sugar. There's plenty of stuff you can look up on Google about the bad side effects of sugar. Causes premature aging. Causes to kill brain cells. Mess up your neurons. Causes ADHD and all that stuff. Sugar. It mixes up your brain chemistry. How is that not a drug? But you want to blame everybody else. You blaming the milk heads, We blaming Perkins, whatever you want to call it, man. Because yes, they chose this drug, but it was the drug that was made. All the meth heads you see doing meth did not make meth. All the people you see doing fentanyl did not make fentanyl. All the people you see drinking liquor is not making liquor. All the people you see smoking cigarettes did not make the Camel or Newport 100s in the box. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make that. But the same people you were voting for allowing this stuff to get pushed out. And somebody still making ignorant comment, I'm still voting for Kamala. Go ahead, dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I'm not trying to bash nobody for making no type of choices, but I am going to bash you if you thinking with that type of mindset. You know what I mean? If you thinking like, I'm still going to vote for Trump, I'm still going to vote for which guy, you know what I'm saying? Pick whoever you want to pick. But when it comes down to it, neither candidate is for you or for the people. Once people realize that, this one it'll get better. But a lot of people still arguing in the shade room or arguing online about who is the better candidate when none of these people are going to stop. None of the stuff they pushing out that I just said. Nobody. No president has ever mentioned it. Oh, they gonna mention some damn student loans. Student loans can't kill you, but cigarettes can. You feel what I'm saying? I'm finna stop talking right now because I make this video too long. But I just had to get my frustrations off on that because, like I said, I hate the way people think and they want to judge people for choosing a lifestyle. You know what I mean? That sometimes people just are a product of something. So when it comes down to it, man, y'all like, share, and y'all be blessed on walking in smoke.